welcome to those of you all who are new to our channel. Welcome. We are the Sam, Nicole, and Fifi Show, and we are a dynamic and the only dynamic mother-daughter duo here on YouTube. And on our channel, we discuss all things love, life, relationships, a little bit of pop culture as well, from both the millennial perspective, myself, Sam Nicole, and the Gen X perspective, my oh so beautiful mother. And if you like our channel, you like our content, you like what we stand for, we typically like to go live each and every Thursday and Saturday, 7 p.m. ish, heavy on the ish. There's going to be a special show for you guys on Saturday. I have a prior engagement on Saturday. So Miss Fifi will be going live on her YouTube channel, her personal YouTube channel. Hey, Vicky Bell. So if you still want to get the Fifi of the Sam, Nicole, and Fifi Show.
The Gen X effect. You all have subscribed to my channel. Now I am able to go live. I appreciate everybody who has went over there and subscribed to It's Fee. I can go live over there. So we about to turn up. Okay, Gen X is about to turn up over there. Okay, she will not be there. I'll be on my channel, and we about to turn up Saturday night, probably around 7:30, 8 o'clock. We're gonna turn up over there. We're gonna talk about some Gen X dating. We're gonna share our experiences. If the millennials want to come over there and learn from us, learn what not to do, y'all are welcome to come over there. Over there on my channel, because we're gonna turn up over there. Okay, we're gonna talk about the Golden Bachelorette. We need to talk about that show, because that Caucasian woman got options, and I really feel that she has options because she has not limited herself. Okay, she had 20 options. She's narrowed it down to 7.
Okay. Something like that, Vicky Bell. Something like that. Yes, ma'am.
Sammy will not be here Saturday, so don't come over on my channel talking about where Sammy at.
I'm going to see a man about a horse. No, I'm just kidding.
She will not be here Saturday, so I will be on my channel live. It's Fee. So y'all come over there if y'all want to have a good time.
All right. Thank you for that PSA. Y'all, the link to Fifi's channel is down in the description box. The link to Fifi's channel is down in the description box. Hey, Toya. Yay. Toya, if you just joining, there is no Sam, Nicole, and Fifi show Saturday. Instead, Fifi is going live on her personal channel on Saturday. So you can still get your dose of Fifi from the Sam, Nicole, and Fifi show. So y'all make sure, if you have not already subscribed to Fifi's YouTube channel, make sure you do so you can catch her first live show on her channel this Saturday. Okay? You don't want to miss it.
She won't be there, Toya.
Why you gotta keep saying that to them?
Because I don't want them to call it. It's my
Well, you know they gonna ask, and that's all right. All right, that's all right.
People still ask me that. Where's Samantha? Where's Samantha grown? She old as hell. She grown.
Not old as hell. Okay. All right, y'all. So yes, subscribe to Fifi's YouTube channel. The link to do so is down in the description box, so you can catch her live this Saturday. All right. If you haven't already, please make sure you double tap the screen in the upper right hand corner. There are 3 dots. Click on the 3 dots. Hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you share this live. Get your Sam, Nicole, and Fifi show merch. It's available. Please do that. Also, we want to give a shout out to all of our new subscribers.
Yes, welcome.
Our short videos that we've been dropping, especially about Trina Braxton and Towanda Braxton, who we're going to be talking about again tonight. So for all y'all people who are going to be watching the replay, get your beet juice to help lower your blood pressure, because we're talking about it tonight. Period, point blank. And we sitting on business about it, in addition to talking about Nesto, okay? So get ready. Shout out to all of our new subscribers. Thank you guys so much. A lot of people are enjoying our clips and our show, and we just thank you guys so much. You could be doing anything with your time, but you decide to spend it with us and support our channel.
We appreciate
so
you
we are
all.
grateful, and we appreciate you all. Shout out to our mods in the chat. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hey, Shay, what's up? Okay, so with that being said, let's go ahead and get into it. Good to see y'all. Good to see you too, Shay.
All right, so let's get into it.
Yeah, we talking about the Braxtons and Nesto tonight.
Let's talk about the Braxtons. We're gonna stay on the Braxtons, and y'all watch y'all comments. Okay, y'all getting a little sassy for us. Okay,
Especially about that Trina and Towanda Braxton.
we like the Braxtons too. We think they are legends, especially Tony. We love the Braxtons. But we just had to add them to the lessons in love. Y'all, I was on the list.
Hey, X is too complicated. What's up?
I was on the list for lessons in love about 6 years ago. I was on the list, lessons in love. That's why we started this series, Lessons in Love, last year, because I too needed to learn some lessons in love. Okay? So we got the Braxton girls both on the list.
Mm-hmm.
So we got Towanda.
Hey, Kimmy. I'll help you, Toya. I got it.
We got,
you get home safe, girl.
Yeah. Oh, Toya. Yeah. Don't be trying to do that. No, Toya. Okay. So we got Towanda. And we got Trina.
Hit the like button, trolls, before we put you out.
All right.
Let's get it.
All right. So we talked about Trina and her crazy husband, Vaughn.
Not crazy.
Something wrong with Vaughn.
You coming in hot.
Last week, I saw a clip where Mama Evelyn was over at the house. She was trying to talk to the people on YouTube. Vaughn was standing over her. They say they like you. They say they like your shirt. They say they like your hair. And then here come Trina standing behind her mama. She said, "God, can I say something?" Mama Evelyn said, "Can I say something?" They just too much. Vaughn is too much. And Trina, somebody said Trina got a mouth on her and she met her match with Vaughn.
Hey, Cass.
They from St. Louis. Hey, Cass. They from St. Louis.
Vaughn is.
And Trina them from St. Louis?
No, they're from Maryland.
Oh, they from Maryland. Okay. Well, Vaughn from St. Louis. And Trina met her match. And she know how to handle him. Okay, so that means Trina downplaying herself and letting Vaughn talk to her like that?
If she got a mouth, she downplaying herself.
She downplaying herself because
she going light on him.
Yes. Going very light. So now we have Towanda Braxton. Like I said, we love the Braxtons. Grew up listening to Tony's music, love them. But they too have to be added to the list of lessons in love. Like I was on the list. I was on the list too, y'all.
Hey, Miss Apple Pie.
I was on the list, Lessons in Love, back in 2019. That's why we started this series. Sometimes you just got to learn some lessons in love. Okay? So, Towanda. So they had an interview. You want to talk about it?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Because you've been dying to talk about it. Go ahead.
All right. So the king of reality TV, a.k.a. Carlos King, he was once the producer on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. He produces the Love and Marriage franchise, the DC, the Detroit, and the Huntsville French shows. And so he has his own podcast on YouTube where he basically interviews all of the reality TV star girls because he friends with all of them and he love them all. Let him tell it. So he recently did an interview with Towanda Braxton. Now, hey Villanor, what's up?
Hey.
So just to kind of bring you guys back up to speed, last week we talked about how Towanda Braxton and her fiance Sean Hall, who is really big in the music industry. He's a songwriter. He's written some of your favorite songs that you love to listen to on the radio. They have like a little show that they do on Instagram. And they have a lot of followers, of course, because of Towanda. And she has a huge platform, with her being a Braxton, legendary Braxton. And so they were on IG Live a few weeks back, and as they were wrapping up their show on IG Live, Towanda she stopped and gave Sean his flowers, her fiance. They've been together for about 9 years now, and they're set to get married in March of 2025. And so, congratulations to them. Congratulations to Towanda and Sean.
We all for the marriage.
All for the love and the marriage. We ain't hating. We just giving our opinion, which we can do. Everything we say is allegedly, and all individuals are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. Boom. Got our disclaimers out the way. All right. So as they were wrapping up the live, Towanda was basically saying, you know what? I just want to give a shout out to my man. You know, I have a great man in my life. He's a great provider. He's a great protector. He's loving. He's kind. He's supportive. Just an all around great person. And because of him, I have the luxury to not work. I don't have to work. I choose to work, but I don't have to work because of the man that I'm with. And I'm so grateful and I'm so appreciative of him. Basically just giving him his kudos, giving him his flowers to let him know.
Yes, she should.
Thank you for all you do for me, for my, for my children, for loving me, being a solid man. So as she's giving him his flowers on IG Live, he cuts her off and like, hold up, shawty. What you mean you don't have to work? He said, you're the type of woman where you want to work. You're going to work. That's not you. You're not the type of woman that's going to sit back at home and twiddle your thumb or go shopping all day or watch TV all day and just kick it and not work. You like to work. That's not who you are. And Towanda was basically like, yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. And the reason why that clip of them went viral on social media was because Sean's response to Towanda giving him his flowers and bringing up the fact that he is a provider and that she doesn't have to work. She chooses to work because she wants to. It triggered him. And so when that clip went viral, we all were watching it like, what is wrong with him? Like, she giving you your flowers. Why did you need to check her? Yes. And he had a very firm tone with her. Like, what do you mean? No, you want to work. Like, he checked her, and it's like, why does that need to be checked? Why is that an issue? She's praising you. Like, she's saying that you are man enough to not only take care of me, but my 2 kids by another man that I was married to that won't even take care of them. Because Towanda shared in her interview with Carlos King that her ex-husband is not in the lives of their 2 children, Brooke and Braxton. He doesn't take care of them. He has nothing to do with the kids post their divorce 9 years ago. So Sean has stepped in as the father figure. He's gotten Braxton, her son, his first car. He's supporting her daughter, as she's, dating and getting into relationships. He's loving and providing for her kids. And Towanda was basically just trying to give him his flowers publicly. But he got triggered, and it came off like he was offended by the fact that she mentioned that he is a provider and that she has the luxury not to work. And basically she was, boasting. You know how we do, y'all. When we happy, we with a good person. We like, my man. I don't have to work. My man provides for me. That's basically what she was doing. And it was just weird that he took offense to it, because it didn't seem like that was something you would take offense to. If somebody's trying to give you your flowers, and just the way he checked her and the tone he took, it just was unwarranted to me.
Yeah. And so we move on to the Carlos King interview, and he does the same thing during the interview. And y'all, I watched Towanda on that reality show years ago. I forget the name of it. She was on there. Who was she on there with?
It was with Iyanla Vanzant and some other people.
Right. Towanda has a very strong personality.
Oh, let me see. Vila North said Tawanda's ex and Tracy's husband did a live recently. I haven't seen it yet, but plan to. Oh, okay. Thank you, V. Shout out to Vila North for always showing us love, and congratulations on meeting your goal with your subscribers. We got to check that out. Thank you, V. Yeah, the show was called Starting Over. Yeah,
Starting Over. That was it.
Okay, so the interview, V and everybody in the chat, that Towanda did with Carlos King, she basically shared how she was estranged from Senior Kevin, Tracy's husband, her widow, and they don't get along. So that makes sense that Tracy's husband and Tawanda's ex would link up, because neither one of them can stand Towanda. And Towanda basically
Wow.
exposed them both in her interview with Carlos King. So
She did.
So it's basically like when your ops are linking up. So I definitely want to check out that live.
That's gonna be messy.
That's gonna be a messy live.
That's gonna be real messy.
Tawanda's ex-husband,
yes,
and Tracy's husband,
yes,
Kevin Sr. And y'all know the Braxtons cannot stand Kevin Sr. They deal with little Kevin because that's Tracy's baby, but they don't fool with Kevin Sr. They have a very tumultuous and strained relationship with him. Yeah. And Towanda said it's based off of the things that Tracy went through during her marriage to Kevin. But she wouldn't go into like deep details. I mean, we know about the infidelities, but I'm assuming there was some other stuff that Tracy went through. God rest her soul. Yeah. So that was the thing. It was just weird the way he responded, but they recently did an interview with Carlos King. The interview was really about Towanda. Towanda looks great. She's a beautiful woman.
She's glowing. She's
very happy. She's in love, and we wish her the best. We really do. We ain't hating. We just speaking our opinion, and we can do so.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We can walk and chew gum at the same time. But she did her interview with Carlos King, and she basically was just talking about
this juicy.
Yes. It's juicy. You got to check it out, Sawyer. Yeah. And y'all, there was a video that got leaked of Tracy's husband, Kevin Sr., physically assaulting Kevin Jr. So that has just added to another layer to why the Braxton sisters don't fool with Kevin Sr. Towanda is alleged that the incident happened earlier this year, and somebody released the video. She said it wasn't her. She also said she's not going to disclose who released the video, but there is a video of Tracy's husband, Kevin Sr., who is Kevin Jr.'s father, physically assaulting him. And my heart goes out to Kevin Jr. because he lost his mom. Towanda said he recently lost his best friend. Towanda also said that he just divorced his wife.
And they have a baby.
They have children together. So Kevin Jr. is going through a lot. And then on top of that, his relationship is strained with his only living parent, Kevin Sr. So, our hearts go out to that young man because Kevin Jr. is going through a lot. You lose your mom, your best friend, and your wife within the short time span. You beefing with your only living parent.
And then his cousin that was like his sister.
His cousin passed away.
That was the brother's child.
Yeah, their brother, Michael Jr.'s daughter, passed away. So it's just been a lot on that family. So our hearts go out to them. But going back to the interview with Carlo King, Towanda looked great. Basically, she was just talking about how everybody on social media like X, aka Twitter and Instagram, are looking at her as the villain of the Braxtons. And basically people are saying that the Braxtons should have never came back. They should have never did a new season on WeTV. But Towanda explained to Carlos that the reason they decided to come back and do another season because Tracy wanted them. So they did the new season to support Tracy and do it in her memory. And she also disclosed that the cut that would have been for Tracy, they're giving it to Kevin Jr. So he is receiving financial compensation for being on the show with them. But, she was basically just talking about that and how, she thinks that it's unwarranted and unfair that she is being deemed the villain of the show, and that she is the one that is the responsible one. She is the one that people come and cry to. She's the one that lends the shoulder for her sisters to lean on. And it's not fair that she's being called the villain.
I believe that. And then one thing when she said she was the one, she said she never had a wedding. She said with the first husband, he came to her and said, "Here, you deserve this." He gave her a ring, and that's how he
Brooke and Braxton's daddy.
And she said that, this time I'm going to have a wedding. She said, well, all my sisters, I was there with them to pick out their dresses, to plan their weddings. She said, this time I'm going to have a wedding. And I felt really happy for her that she's going to get her moment. But here's the thing where I have a problem with Towanda and Sean. Towanda has a strong personality. And I say that just from watching that show, V. Lenore said, Starting Over. I remember her in that show she stood on business, okay?
Mm-hmm.
She meant, when she was going through the thing they had her going through on the show, she was real adamant about how she felt, and she was able to express herself. But it seems like with Sean, she kind of bows down, to appease him. In the interview, he was talking and she couldn't get a word in, and she raised her hand. How many people in the chat have spouses or partners and you have to raise your hand to speak?
That's the V Lenore said Towanda was very, very nasty on Starting
Yes.
Over. She couldn't handle Iyanla's truth.
Yes.
Yeah, it was tough.
Yes. I watch every episode of that reality show. So to watch Towanda sit next to him when they were talking, and when I tell you he told all their business, he pretty much came in and said, when I met Towanda back in 2015,
when we reconnected.
They
had initially were messing around in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
But she was heavy in the church, and they would just
pretty much he couldn't get none.
He couldn't get none, so they would just lay on top of each other unclothed and hunch back in the 90s.
That's what he said.
But then they lost touch. He got married. She got married. Life went on. Then they reconnected back in 2015 when she was separated. Mm-hmm. And then that's how they got together, because his homeboy / cousin saw her in the studio and called him up and told him, man, guess who walked in here with a big old stripper booty? And then that piqued his interest to reach out to her again. And Towanda was also asking his family members about him, so they decided to link up again.
And she says she has always known that she has been one of the finer sisters, meaning that
she said she had the banging body.
She knew her body was banging out of all the sisters. Okay, she got a tough shape. She fine. Okay.
She got a tough shape.
As my mama would say, she got a tough shape.
Yep. The link to the interview with Carlos King is on our community tab, y'all. So watch it after this show.
Okay, so she said all that, how they met, and he pretty much said, yeah, we got back together. I moved in during the pandemic. Things were a little rough. The kids were running amok. He pretty much said her kids were out of control. They were doing whatever they wanted to do. And I stepped in and got they together.
Yeah, he basically said he had to check her son Braxton, teach him how to mow the lawn, teach him what a man does, provides, takes out the
remember, they
trash.
not married yet. This is a
married.
man she moved in her house during the pandemic.
Right.
Over her kids.
Yeah, so they said they was hunching back in the 90s. He would get ready to put it in, but he never put it in. He did not penetrate. But they was hunching in the 90s unclothed.
That's what he said.
But, they never went all the way.
That's what he said.
That's what he said.
I'm telling you, this interview, he told it all.
And then had the nerve to cut her off in the interview at points in the interview. Y'all go back and watch it and come back and let us know what you think. He'd be like, okay, are you going to let me tell the story all the way, or are you going to do it?
And she would throw a hand up like, can I speak?
Because I can tell it. I can be real and tell it all. Do you want me to tell, or you want to tell it?
She's just waving, throwing her hand up so she can speak.
And it's like, Ninja, this interview was about her, not you. She was kind enough to invite you on to the interview on her platform so your voice can be heard, so you can get your shine, so people can learn more about what you do in the music industry, because I had never heard of him prior to him.
Anybody ever heard of him?
Anybody ever heard of Sean Hall? I mean, I know he
made like he was a big producer or something.
I'm sure he is. I'm sure he is a big producer and songwriter. I'm sure he's written for the greats.
I'm sure somebody
I don't refute that. I don't refute that, but I have never heard of him. I know, according to Towanda and him and Carlos King, he has a very extensive catalog. He's written and produced for many. Some of your favorite songs on the radio, he said he's written.
Because he even said that he knew Tamar ex-husband too. And he would see them, Tamar ex-husband, Vincent and Tony and all them around. And, they all knew each other, ran in the same circle.
Yeah, and he said back in the 90s when he first met Towanda, he said all of the sisters were attracted to him.
So they all wanted him.
They all liked him. He's an attractive guy. Y'all look in the thumbnail. He's nice looking.
He look all right, huh?
But I don't know about
He
all
look
that.
like the average Joe walking around here, a bald head and a beard. They
That's
come
true.
a dime a
That's
dozen,
true.
baby.
With
They
a
come
slender nose.
They come a dime a dozen,
They
okay?
do. He alright. You right. You right.
He
alright. He alright.
We gotta stop hyping these ninjas up, okay?
Okay.
He alright.
He alright. Okay.
He a carbon copy of all the rest of them out here.
He do. He
Okay.
do. He do. He alright.
I see him all the time.
We see him all the time.
Okay.
Typical bald head black man with a beard and a slender nose.
All right.
And glasses.
Okay.
With a mega mind head.
And he gives off that energy like, you know, somebody's been pumping him up. Ooh, you so fine. Ooh, you so fine.
Towanda.
And don't get me wrong, you need to hype your man up and stroke his ego. Don't get me wrong, but you need to do it in moderation. Because they'll get out of control. Y'all remember that. Do it in moderation.
Do it in moderation.
Because they'll get out of control.
Taper that ego.
Okay?
Because they'll run amok. You right about that, mama.
Yes.
They will run amok.
They will run amok.
Run amok.
Now, when I tell y'all stuff, I tell you from my 58 years of experience.
She ain't lying.
Okay? I ain't telling y'all from nothing off the dome. I'm telling you from what I experienced. Even if you hype the ugly ones up too much, they get out of control. Okay? So anyway, he's sitting there. You know, they doing the interview.
Yes, Toya. He basically took over the interview.
He took over the interview.
And she allowed him to appease his ego and make him feel important. So he no longer feels like he's in her shadow. Even though she is the Braxton.
Even though she is the legend.
She is the legend.
She's the Braxton. And she's sitting there classy. Because you know the Braxtons, they give off class.
Yeah, she looks great.
Yeah, we know Tony. We see Tony out here in these ATL streets all the time. She's classy, but she kind of, you know.
She a little weird. She's high strung. That's what we mean by weird.
We don't mean weird in a bad way. Yeah. We mean like busy.
Yeah, she's high strung. She's quirky.
Yeah.
But she's still the Toni Braxton. And she's still the legend.
And that may be the case because she's an artist.
And she been through a lot. It's a lot of pressure.
Yes.
So we give grace, but we just calling a thing a thing.
But we see her out. She's a beautiful, beautiful woman. And she seems pleasant because she's running around, you know, in the restaurant talking to everybody when she's there, when we see her. So we don't mean weird.
She's a regular at this particular restaurant.
She is.
We like to go to.
So Towanda is sitting there. And she's being respectful. She's letting her man talk. And like I said, he's telling all the tea from the time they got back together up until now. How he came in and he changed her life. He pretty much said, I gave her and her kids a makeover.
Stability and structure.
They would not be where they are if it wasn't for me.
In so many words, yes.
And that now, if he would have said that about me and my child, it would have been a problem. I would have been like, baby, you doing too much. Baby. All right. All right, baby. All right. Now, I don't know about that, baby.
Everybody in the chat saying he alright. V. Lenore said Tracy didn't like him. I believe it. Because Tracy was the real one.
Yeah, Tracy was the real one. And
she wasn't pretentious.
She said that about Tracy. She said Tracy was the one that would fight. And she would have to calm Tracy down. Tracy was the one, you know, the one that would fight. Yeah, she said that. So I believe Tracy didn't. Tracy was the real one. She was the real one. So Towanda sitting there, you know, and he just talking. And Carlos trying to get, you know, Towanda in on it. But she really can't get in. It's like, you know, double dutch. When you trying to jump in, you trying to wait till you get a good time to jump in. So she just started raising her hand. Like, can I say something? Can I say something? And he's steady talking over her.
And when she would interject, he would say, are you going to let me finish?
Yeah.
Can I talk?
Can I talk?
And he said to Carlos, he said, you see what I deal with at home? Now, even though he made
this was on the interview
about her. Now, even though he may have said it in a joking manner, that would rub me the wrong way.
He meant it.
Because this interview is about me and my family. I'm inviting you onto my platform so you don't feel like you're in the background. I'm trying to stroke your ego and let you be the man, let you be the alpha. Because that's pretty much what he said. He said he's an alpha man. And going on deeper into the topic of him being the alpha man and him wanting to make sure his voice is heard and take charge, you know, he talked about how with her son Braxton, he's a young man now. I think he's in his late teens, early 20s.
Yeah.
He talked about how when he first moved into Towanda's home with her and her children during the pandemic, he moved from California to Atlanta to be with them. He talked about how he had to set ground rules with Braxton and how he basically, in so many words, he had to check Braxton
him
and let Braxton know that he is the man of the house and it's a hierarchy. And when he started talking about that, Carlos King brought up a question like, oh, wow, like that's interesting because I know a lot of women, you know, especially like, you know, black women who they would not allow a man to check their children if he's not their biological father. And Sean told Carlos King, he was like, well, I would not date a woman like that. He said that had Towanda Braxton not allowed him to, you know, check her son Braxton when he felt it was necessary and appropriate to do so, he would not have been with Towanda. And he said he wasn't going to live in a house with another man trying to challenge his authority and create an environment where it was combative or where there was tension or where he felt like he had to physically defend himself. So he said that he basically had to get her son Braxton in line and let him know who the man of the house is, who's really running the show. And he had to make sure and teach Braxton, her son, how to fall in line and let him know he wasn't going for it. Because you know how young men are, you know, sometimes they want to puff up, just like young women want to puff up at their mamas, you know what I mean? And he said he had to establish dominance early on, basically, to let him know, like, hey, I'm with your mom now, I'm the man of the house, and you got to respect me. Which I get it. Nobody wants to be, you know, disrespected, but you know, it was very interesting. It was very interesting, that perspective, and I would be curious to know how Braxton and Brooke feel about Sean. It's none of my business. I would be curious what was Braxton. How did Braxton interpret Sean's demeanor and towards him? Because Sean kind of gave the impression like I came in strong.
But remember though, when Carlos said, well, you know, well, how are the kids with their dad not being in their life? And this is where I had a problem with Towanda when it came to this. I had another problem with her. She said, oh, they're fine. They get everything they want. You know, they don't want for anything. They have this, they do this, and da-da-da-da-da. You know, like they don't need their daddy. They don't miss their daddy. I guarantee you, they want to know why they daddy not there.
Yeah.
They want to know why. Now it may not, you know, be a big issue to, you know, maybe, but deep down inside, those children want to know why. She said their daddy has nothing
to do with them.
Nothing. He don't come by. He don't pick them up. He don't call them. Nothing. He don't take care of them. Nothing. She said, they okay. They don't need their daddy. My babies would be in somebody counseling.
And Sean said he did bring up counseling, that the kids go to counseling, that they talk about their feelings. Because, you know, he said he grew up without his father in his life. So he understands, the impact that can have on children. So I'll give, you know, kudos to him for thinking about that, you know.
Yes, so they should be in counseling.
I don't know if the dad don't have nothing to do with them because Towanda left him or what, but he don't fool with them.
She didn't say what happened.
She just said he is not in the picture at all.
But for her to say that her children are fine, that no, Towanda, they want to know why. Mm-hmm. They want to know why, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, those babies want to know why. But she's so stuck on the fact that, you know, she got this man. He stepped in, you know, to take over the role as father to her children. And I think that she's just so giddy.
She is.
She's so, and it's okay to be happy, y'all.
Ain't nothing wrong with being happy.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. I love love. I love marriage. I love companionship. I love it all. Love who you love. Be with who you want to be with. I love it all. But don't be so giddy about it when you are blind by reality. Lessons in love. Like I said earlier in this video, I too was on the list of lessons in love back in 2019. That's why we started this series. Don't be so giddy where you lose touch of reality and yourself when you are in a relationship. And I think when she said, my first concern would be my babies. It would be my babies. I appreciate you, Sean, for stepping in, but let me get with my babies and make sure they okay.
Right. And she said that the reason she gives Sean the leeway to reprimand her son and her daughter because she feels like mothers coddle their children too much, and that's why she's okay with him checking her son and basically getting him together and teaching him how to be a man and showing him what a man is supposed to be and do and act like, according to Sean. So that's why she's okay with it.
And I get that too. I get that. I get all of that. But she still needs to have her hands in that.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, that's her baby with another man.
Right. And she said Sean is their dad. They good without their biological father. They have Sean. He is their father. You know? And let me see. Kimmy Who said it sounds like a lot of controlling behavior.
It is.
And I don't think he would be with Towanda if she wouldn't let him have control. He just doesn't read as that type of man. He reads as that type of man as, if you're not going to let me come in and lead and run it, I'm not fucking with you. Excuse my French. And he basically said that. He said, I would not be with the woman that would not allow me to discipline her children. I'm not dealing with that.
Somebody say, did Sean adopt him? That's a good point. If he
That's
love
a good
him,
question.
Yes. If he loved them so much and loved her so much, why don't he adopt them?
That's a good question, Kelly. We don't know. That's a good question.
Very good question.
Queen Black said there's a whole lot more to the story. There were already rumors why Tawanda's kids were in therapy. Okay.
Yeah, and I kind of get with the interview with him being so smothering. It's like when you get people like that, it's always something else that they're hiding, that they're covering up. I get that too with the whole interview. You all gotta watch the interview and watch her body language, you know. And then she makes sure she says, and I didn't ask him to marry me either. I'm engaged.
Just to let us know.
Just to let us know. I didn't ask him to marry me either. Okay.
We don't want no smoke.
Like I said, y'all, marriage is a wonderful, wonderful thing. But here's the thing for me. Being married is not the flex. It's a good thing. And I know people who are married like to say, well, I'm married, I got a man. You know, like it's a flex, you know. But here's the real flex. Is knowing when to walk away from the marriage when it no longer serves you. That's the flex. Yeah. Any relationship.
Yeah.
Any relationship.
And I think while it's not as severe, I think in a lot of ways she has a lot of similarities to Tamar. And I think that she doesn't want to rock the boat in this relationship with Sean. And I think that she's biting her tongue more often than not. And like V. Lenore said, you know, Towanda has been known to have a very, very strong personality. She don't have no problem getting you right together.
Not in this
and
interview.
letting you know how she feel. But in this interview, she
tucking her head, y'all. She like tucking her head.
She tucked her head
to fit in his circle. Okay.
to make
waving her hand. Okay.
to appease him and to be what he wants her to be. And
Yes.
speaking of her, making additional changes to be what he wants her to be, he told her that he likes women that are natural. He told her he would not date a woman with weaves or wigs. He
Lashes,
said, or
nails.
he don't like that. He don't do wigs. He don't do weaves. He don't do BBLs. He like natural. And so Towanda talked about how the reason she wears a bald head is because she has alopecia by definition. So she said that because she has alopecia by definition, she used to wear wigs. And she said that once her and Sean started getting serious and dating, when they would make love, he would want to run his fingers through her hair and he would get irritated that he couldn't do so. And so she said when she finally, told him, because at first she was afraid and ashamed to tell him that she had alopecia by definition, she explained to him and told him, hey, this is what I have. This is what's going on with my hair. And he was like, why didn't you tell me? Like, you need to be up front. You need to let me know what's going on. Like, let's go to the doctor. How do you know for sure you have alopecia? And she was like, babe, I know by definition I have alopecia. So they went to the doctor, they confirmed everything, and she said that, he told her, like, I like natural. I don't need the weave, I don't need the wigs, I don't need the extension. I'm not feeling that. I like my women natural. I'm not with that shit.
She does.
And so she said that she made the decision to go ahead and shave her hair off. And she said that Sean helped her. Sean said, I helped her shave it. I helped her shave all her hair off. And he said he told her that when he got done shaving her hair off that she was beautiful. Yeah, she does have on lashes. Yeah, she did have on lashes in the interview. Excuse us, Kelly. She did. She had on lashes. She wears lashes. After he shaved her head off, he told her that she was beautiful and he loved her the way she was. And so, she's, toned down the heavy hair and makeup. She's in the entertainment industry, so sometimes she will wear that, but, she's comfortable.
And that's the
being
part
natural.
he has to understand.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
She's an entertainer.
She's an actress.
She's an actress.
So sometimes she may have to wear a wig, depending on the role, but she looks great. And
like
I think
when
she
we
should
see
do what's
Tony
best
out,
for her.
Tony don't have on all of her, her hair
And makeup.
and makeup.
No.
I mean, she's dressed real cute and classy, but she doesn't have all that on. But when she does, her shows, her concert, she's all made up. And he needs to understand that. Mm-hmm. That has been a part of their life. She's a Braxton. She's been on stage half of her life with a wig. And she said that. She said, I had all kind of wigs and hair. She said, that's just what me and my sisters did.
They're in the entertainment
Yes.
industry. It's just natural. But Sean said he not effing with that. He doesn't like that. So that's part of the reason why she, just in addition to the alopecia diagnosis, she just said, I'll just shave it off. And so that's why she wears her hair. Initially, I thought it was in memory of Tracy, but but she explained. So
she explained, I thought it was in memory of Tracy too.
So, he basically has kind of laid out what his preference is and how he wants his woman to be. And, she's falling in line. And, one of the questions that... let me see. Toya said, if I had alopecia, my husband would not mind me wearing a wig from time to time if that made me feel comfortable. If you was married to Sean, Toya, that would be a no-go.
Call me darling. Say, Lord, I'm not mature enough for all of this.
Call me darling. Lord, I'm not mature enough for all of this. I guess I'll never get a man. Call me darling. You hilarious. Natasha said he don't like weed because he don't want to pay for it. Miss MJ said, evening, everyone. I have recuperated from my birthday weekend. A time was had. Yay!
Happy birthday. I'm glad you had
belated
a good time.
happy birthday to you, Miss MJ.
We miss you.
Yes, y'all tell Miss MJ belated happy birthday. We happy that you enjoyed your birthday. Yes. Many, many more, Miss MJ. Kimmy who said, Sean needs to be alone. Call me dark. And he was adamant, y'all. He was like, I'm not with you if you wearing a weave and wig. I was like, and Carlos King was like, well, Sean, some women may take offense to that. He was like, I don't care.
I don't care.
That's not what I want.
He got a nasty disposition about himself.
Like when he's passionate about something, he's firm. And ain't nothing wrong with a man being passionate and stating what he want. I'm going to throw that out because I know we as women do that. But,
so Towanda has really had to chop herself down just so she can get along with this man. Mm-hmm. Okay. Because we know she got a mouth on her.
Yeah, Call Me Darling says she looks gorgeous bald. Yes, she does.
She does. Very attractive woman.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Towanda Braxton is very attractive.
Yes.
Yeah. And they're a nice looking couple.
They're a very nice looking couple.
Absolutely. But what I took away from that interview, y'all, is speaking to what you saying, Miss Call Me Darling. I kind of thought the same way. Like, how much are we going to have to change about ourselves as women to appease a man?
Ooh.
How much are we going to have to change about ourselves?
How much
to
are
appease
you
a man?
willing?
Are you willing?
Lessons in love. Are you willing to downplay and diminish who you
and
are?
Shrink yourself
to
appease your man. Or
to appease your man
that you want.
If submissive was a person in that interview, it was Towanda.
Well, he said she wasn't being too submissive because she was cutting him off. He was like, you gonna let me talk or not? You gonna let me talk?
And then she started raising her hand.
Yeah.
Can I say something? Can I say something?
And I would have told him, Ninja, this is my interview. It's about me and my sisters and my family. I'm inviting you onto my platform.
Gonna play yourself down.
And letting you get your 15 minutes of fame. Ninja, don't say, can I talk or not? Excuse me. This is my interview. And I'm inviting you on my platform so people can know who you are and know about the songs you wrote.
I'm the Braxton.
In the 90s and early 2000s. Don't talk about can I talk or not.
I'm the legend. I'm the Braxton.
Yeah.
The Braxtons will always be legends.
Yes.
All of the sisters, every last one of them. And she said she hate when they do interviews and people say, well, who's the bestest? Who's the bestest? We all are. And I totally agree with Towanda.
Yeah, that's a divisive question.
Yes, they are all legends. They are the Braxtons. Okay? And that's why she shouldn't be downplaying herself. She need to tell him, boy, I'm a Braxton. What's up? What's up?
But that's the question.
That's what I would do.
How much of ourselves are we going to have to kind of, hey, Big Cat, how much of ourselves are we going to have to downplay to, appease a man? How much are y'all willing to compromise, ladies, to appease your man?
My ex used to tell me, yo mouth.
Is that
okay. He would say, you know what? Yo mouth. Sometime I could hold it in, and sometime I was like, what the hell? What up?
Just like that. You were just like that.
And I need a man that's gonna be able to
double tap the screen, y'all.
Roll with it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna disrespect you, but you just not gonna say anything to me, and I'm not finna tuck my head between my just to get along with you and be with you. I'm just not that girl. I wasn't raised like that. Now I'm a Gen X. I don't know what y'all millennials and Gen Z's doing out here, but I wasn't raised like that.
But that's the question for tonight. Like, how much are y'all willing to compromise for your relationship? Because and let's see, like Miss Apple Pie said, I feel in a relationship both people have to change in some way. You do have to compromise in relationships.
And meet each other.
You do, but how much? And how much do you have to step away from yourself in order to appease your partner? Like, how far will you go in compromising? Because I feel like Towanda I understand she wants to be submissive and support her man. He's providing for her. And we know in that type of dynamic, if a man is providing for you, oftentimes they expecting you to be submissive. So we acknowledge that.
Well, you always say the one who got the money has control. But
has the power.
Has the power. But Towanda has money.
She does. But, and I get it. She wants to be submissive and honor him, and she's into that. And she was raised in a
but her mom, Miss Evelyn, is not like that.
No, Miss Evelyn don't play. That's why I don't know why the girls
still mad at their daddy.
But like I told you, I think the reason why Miss Evelyn is so nuck if you buck, and she is the antithesis of her daughters. I think the reason her daughters are the antithesis of her, is because I think they fear that they don't want to be alone like their mama.
So they fear that. So is being alone a bad thing?
No, but I think that those girls are looking at their mom, Miss E, respectfully, And they like, I don't want to end up alone like my mom, so let me try to go
Give
along
me
and get along with
Alex
my
for
man.
500 before I let a ninja that make me downplay who I am. I'm just not at that point in my life.
Because Miss Evelyn would not let no ninja stand over her while she cooking in the kitchen. The way Miss Evelyn was about to cuss Von ass out, Miss Evelyn would not let no ninja hijack her interview and cut her off and get smart and call her out for cutting him off for her interview
with their daddy.
Right. Miss Evelyn ain't playing.
Miss Evelyn ain't
so
playing.
I think the reason why the girls are softer is because I think they're afraid they don't want to end up alone like their mama. And I think that Towanda, in a lot of ways, is trying to bite the bullet because she wants this to work. I think she really loves this man, and I don't doubt that he loves her and her children. I think she really loves this man. I think she really wants it to work.
And don't get me wrong.
And she's trying to make it work. She's trying to be that submissive woman.
And she should,
He's taking care of her and her kids.
But
and she
at
wants to
what
appease
point
him.
do you say, look, you got to stop talking to me like I'm your child. I'm your partner.
Right.
I'm your wife.
You have to set boundaries.
Yes.
I agree.
Now, I'm not saying go back and forth with your man, tit for tat, antagonize
Be
him.
combative. We're not condoning that.
We're not saying that.
But stand up for yourself.
But stand up for yourself.
And set boundaries.
I heard a man say, I like when my girl, stand up for herself and get me together. Some men like that. Some men don't want to push over. We got men in the chat. What type of woman y'all want? Y'all want somebody y'all
Big
can run
Cap,
out?
let us know what type of woman you want, Big Cap.
Somebody y'all can run all
with?
over, or somebody that's gonna check you, but do it respectfully. We talking about respecting each other, because when two adults are in a relationship, you have to respect one another. You just have to, and you have to be able to communicate. You have to. And so I don't think Sean, the whole interview made Sean look like he was controlling,
like he run that shit,
like I'm big dog. I run her,
and I pay the cost to be the
boss.
And
I wear the pants around here.
And what y'all gonna do about it?
Okay, and she ain't going nowhere.
And he said he ain't going nowhere.
And he ain't going nowhere.
He said she ain't going nowhere. He ain't going nowhere.
And it is what it is.
And I'm the boss. What's up?
If you like it, I love it.
If she like it, I love it. It ain't my household. It ain't my household.
What you always say is every lid.
It's a matching lid to every pot. That's what I say. Big Cap said, okay, Big Cap is our new resident male subscriber. Shout out to Big Cap, not the little one. Stand up for yourself, but you can keep all that neck rolling and finger wagging. Can't make that promise, Big Cap. But thank you for your input. We respect that and we appreciate that. So this is coming from a man. Big Cap said you can stand up for yourself, but no neck rolling, no finger wagging. He said he don't like that. That's not his life. Thank you, Big Cap.
Thank you, Big Cap.
Our resident man has spoken. Thank you. Yes, and where is Rasta and Zion? Shout out to Rasta and Zion if you catch this replay. We miss you.
Rasta?
We miss you, Rasta. Queen Black said they have been engaged for a while now. He proposed twice. Yeah, well, Queen Black, they said March 2025. They said they're going to have...
In
Atlanta, they getting married. March 2025, Queen Black. They got the date set. They getting married.
And Atlanta has very beautiful venues where they can get married. Atlanta is the spot.
They say it's going to be a big wedding, Queen Black.
Yeah.
They getting married March of 2025, and it will be a big
wedding. Share the live, tap the screen.
Double tap the screen to like this video. In the upper right-hand corner, there are 3 dots. Hit the like button. All right, Miss MJ said boundaries. That is truly the key.
Yes.
Kelly said she's not his wife yet. No, she's not.
But he talking to her like she is, and she said she got.
She said she engaged. They engaged, and he said May 2025 they're gonna seal the deal.
He proposed to her. He made sure that nobody spoiled a surprise when he proposed, and I think that, and I like that. That's one thing I will say. He put a lot of thought in the proposal, because he listened to her. He listened to her when she said that her first marriage, it was just here.
Yeah.
You know,
no thought. It was just like almost kind of giving me like a shut up ring.
Yeah.
Like thank you for all your hard work and your service. Here's the ring.
So I can give Sean his kudos. I think when a man puts thought into anything that he does for his lady, I think that's a good thing. I like that. He put some thought into the proposal.
Hopefully that it wasn't manipulative because he know what she always wanted. But I'm going to leave it alone. I'm not going to think negative. But sometimes they do that too. But we're going to think positive and say he was just... Sometimes y'all know sometimes you tell a dude what you always wanted in life and he take a mental note listening so he can use it as part of a manipulation strategy to give you everything you want. So when you going through hell with him, you always think back to the good times and all the fairy tale and dreams and fantasy he's fulfilled. So you think about that more as opposed to all the bullshit you going through in the current moment with him. You thinking about the 80 when you going through you thinking about that 20% when you going through the 80%, which is hell. But you thinking about all the great things he's done, so you just sticking it out with him. Sometimes they do that too. To kind of deposit into your good memory bank. So when they cut up, you so fixed.
That's why you gotta stay connected to yourself.
Stay with him. He used to do this. I don't want to leave. But that's a topic for another day. But I might be overthinking.
Psychology major.
Don't pay me no mind, y'all. Let me see. Call Me Darling said, I will compromise, but I'm not willing to be a doormat. Natasha said, these men end up leaving when the money is gone, so you gonna be alone and broke. Yeah, he said, and he mentioned that too, Natasha. He said during the interview, I'm not with her for money. I'm good. My residuals that I get for my songs are great. Clear. He said, I don't need her for her money. I'm good. I'm taking care of her. I'm the provider, big provider. Okay, Queen Black said you shouldn't be changing yourself, but growing. Big difference. Toya said, period. Fee. Miss Apple Pie said, okay, Fifi, to this day. Kelly said, I'll compromise, but I'm not going to change who I am just to have a man. Cass said, it depends on how much they are willing to take that alpha nonsense and shove it. Miss MJ said, no compromise. Be you. Let them catch up or go to the curb is what I say. Okay, Miss MJ standing on business. Miss MJ not playing. Okay.
So that interview with Towanda and Sean, that was a lessons in love, ladies, what not to do. When I watched that interview, I was like, is this the same woman? Wow, is this the one that is always saying something slick out of her mouth?
Cause she can go toe to toe with the best of them.
And real sharp and slick and nasty.
Witty.
Yes, very. I was like, she letting this man talk to her like that? Oh, she down bad.
No, she just in love. She in love and she wanted to work. I think this is probably the first relationship where she feels like the man gets her and understands her and gives a damn
she
about
did
her.
say, she said
so
she's
she
the
wants
happiest
to make it,
she's ever been.
So she wants to make it work.
I want to be happy because of me, not because I'm with a man and he's the happiest. I'm happy because of me.
She don't want you. For some women, when they go through tumultuous relationships and they get a good man or a decent man, they don't want to rock the boat. I'm just playing devil's advocate. Some women, they don't want to rock the boat, so they gonna do what they need to do to make it work.
Find your happy for you. Cause like somebody just said, who said that? Natasha, when the money gone, they might be gone. They gone.
That's what Natasha said.
Yeah, so then she not gonna be happy. She said, people are saying they never seen me this happy. Because you got a man?
Yeah, let's see. Big Cap said proposing twice is one of the devil. I could never. Kimmy Who said he would be standing at the altar all alone. Queen Black said, I get weird vibes from Sean. Something ain't right. Miss MJ said, did someone say Ernesto Williams? Queen Black said, Sammy, that's called being Nesto. Yeah. Big Cap said, if that's true, do you think that's what Kirk did to Rashida? Maybe about 15 years ago. I think by now Rashida know what it is, Big Cap, and they just have so many businesses, assets, and money together. She just gonna stick it out.
Like Scrappy said. Scrappy said them people got business together.
Yeah, I think Rashida know what's up. He is out there allegedly cheating on her, according to the ATL streets, but they have so much involved together, so many businesses, so much time. I just think she like, no, what's the point of leaving? Like, we just have too much involved. We got too much skin in the game. I'm going to just thug it out. We're going to keep getting this check, making this money, and it is what it is. Call Me Darling said, my ex proposed to me twice. The first one was to shut me the hell up. The second was, baby, please don't leave me. Uh-oh. All right. Big Cap says, same for the men. When the money gone, so is the women.
You got a point there, Big Cap.
Perhaps.
No argument there, Big Cap.
Maybe. It's plausible. Toya said, I wouldn't give a damn. The judge will divide it accordingly. I'm just telling y'all. Rashida, like, no.
Yeah.
We've been in this game for a long time. We built too much together. Leave for what? Who cares what y'all think? I'm riding it out. This is my family. This is my business partner. I've been with him since a teenager. Queen Black said, wasn't Rashida Kirk's coleslaw?
Yeah, that's what the word is. And she was a young coleslaw.
Yeah.
He got her young.
Yeah, he got her young. You know, he raised her. So she been with him. She been with him all her life.
She don't know nobody
She don't know
else.
nobody else. So that's probably part of it too. It's like, she probably like, what would be life without Kirk? This is all I know. Big Cap said, tell me I'm telling the truth without telling me I'm telling the truth. All right. All right, y'all. So that's what we thought about Towanda Braxton's interview, plus her fiance, Sean Hall, with Carlos King. The link, if you want to check out that full interview, is in our community tab. Let us know what y'all think once y'all go back and watch the interview on that post on our community tab.
So Trina and Vaughn, Towanda and Sean. So their men are similar.
Yeah, and I heard, and you said they friends, right?
They friends.
Trina husband and Towanda fiance, they boys, and they're
They
very
boys.
similar. They have similar
They
personalities.
boys. Yep, they friends.
Yes. Hey, Butterfly Empress.
Hey.
They have very similar personalities.
Yes.
Yeah. So that makes sense.
And somebody said that Trina. They say Trina got a mouth on her too. They say Trina a lot too. So Trina has downplayed herself to be with Vaughn. So, like you said, maybe, you know, I don't know if they don't want to be like Miss Evelyn, because I think
that's what it is. They've seen Miss Evelyn in relationship with their
and
father.
be so
like,
bitter.
I don't want to make the same mistakes. I don't want
Miss
to end up
Evelyn,
the same
I'm not
way.
saying she mad as hell.
And she has every right to be.
She's mad.
But it's time to let it go.
It's time to let it go.
They've been divorced about 20, 30 years now.
It's time to let it go. At that man. She don't want to be in the room with him.
Yeah, she do not with Michael Sr.
Not at all.
Yeah.
So, you know, and then we got Tamar with JR. I guess she and went on.
That was a mess.
And that was another mess. So you got these legendary sisters, the Braxtons, out here just fooling. With these men. Y'all the prize. You ladies are the prize. Towanda let that man into her. She said, come stay with me and the kids during COVID.
Yeah, because she was like, one of her friends at the Pentagon tipped her off before COVID hit.
Right.
And she said, I don't know how long this is going to last, what's going on, but you should come down to Atlanta and stay with me and the kids. And then COVID hit. And she said, and Sean said that when he moved in right around the pandemic, her kids got to see them kind of go through their growing pains.
He said they were over there arguing and fighting like cats and dogs during the pandemic.
They was going through their growing pains.
And y'all know that's when a lot of divorces happened during the pandemic, when couples were at home together and they realized
the house.
The divorce rate was high during the pandemic.
Yep.
Yeah. So, you know, the Braxton girls need to get it together. And they say Tony, somebody put in our comments that Tony is not with Birdman anymore.
I feel like they on and off, but whatever.
But I'm sure that Tony and Birdman will always be good friends.
I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm sure Birdman is going to always look out for Tony.
For sure.
For sure.
The Toni Braxton. Legendary.
The Toni Braxton.
Amazing, beautiful, stunning Toni Braxton.
She's beautiful.
Yes.
She is. I've
Yes.
seen her in and when I tell you she give a concert, a show.
True performer.
It's a show. You hear me? From the beginning to the end. Toni don't play. Okay? So, Lessons in Love. So we have added Towanda Braxton on the list.
Mm-hmm.
She's on the list now.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to see how
We
this...
monitoring that.
Yep, we monitoring that. We're going to keep an eye on her.
Yes.
She been added to the list.
Mm-hmm.
She need to get it together. You know, the wedding coming up in March. And, you know, if she get our blessings, but we still going to watch her with the side eye. Because I don't like that. I don't like the way Sean acted in that interview.
Mm-mm.
I don't like that. And then who knows? Maybe when they got home, she got them together.
Maybe so, because they kind of were like fighting to talk, like kind of battling each other to talk during the interview with Carlos, and Carlos just sitting back watching.
And you know what?
And they both have strong personalities.
You know, and that was my thing when I was married. Somebody said, well, y'all been married. Yeah, baby, I've been married. I've been married a few times. And I divorced all three of them. I knew
All three of them.
When to leave. Because I had to put me first.
I know that's right.
I had to put me first.
I know that's right.
And I have a daughter that looks at what I do.
Yep.
Okay? All right. Somebody thought, y'all married, y'all been married. Like, that's like, yeah. I was married to her daddy.
Hey, Simply Morgans. Y'all double tap the screen and hit the like button, or in the upper right hand corner there are 3 dots. Hit the like button, or if you're catching the replay, hit the like button below. If you're catching the replay, please be sure to let the ads play all the way through. Please and thank you. We appreciate it. All right, so we got one more thing. We're going to go ahead and get out of here. We ain't going to keep y'all much longer. Sonya telling Nesto that she was working on his dream team in the July 2023 call. Shout out to phone calls from prison that she dropped a few days ago. That was hilarious. Basically, it was just a re-upload pretty much of her talking about how y'all bees always be lying about SA and trying to set the men up. Just her being a typical pick-me. She ain't gonna never change. Don't save her. But I hollered when she said she was gonna try to work on getting him a dream team. And him talking about, I love you so much, I'm so proud of you. Because he thought she actually was gonna help him back in the summer of 2023. He was believing her shenanigans.
You know what? It's a picture out there with Sonya. And she got some little shorts on. And she leaned over to the side. And she looking really bad. I wonder... Sonya need to go see by herself.
She do. She need to find a dream medical team for her.
Yeah,
instead of trying to find a dream defense team. Dream team for Nesto. Prioritize yourself.
Yeah. She need to go see by herself. Yeah, and we know that Sonya will always be on the list of Lessons in Love.
Always. She's staying on the list.
She's staying on the list.
She's staying on the list.
Of what not to do.
What not to do.
What not to do.
And anytime she can side with a man or make an excuse, how down bad you got to be to talk to your married ninja at the time, because this call was back in July 2023, about his side chicks and how his side chicks are wrongfully accusing him of committing crimes against them because they mad he don't want to be with them no more. You going down the list of all the women that are alleged they've been done wrong, and you just writing it off like it ain't nothing. And these women are accusing him of SA, being in fear of their life, and you just writing it off.
And this
like,
is another
how was you
black
woman
woman.
If you was still around him.
This is a black woman.
And then bringing up the Chris Brown situation. Just pathetic and disgusting.
She is. She really is. And she has a daughter and a granddaughter. Sonya is sad. She's a sad situation. And it's really going to be sad for her because Nesto's never getting out. Never. It's over. And I can't wait till the day comes when he's convicted and sentenced. Okay? I cannot wait.
And yes, Toya said she kept saying it's silver and it had multiple people and it had to be multiple people for it to be criminal. She don't know what she's talking about. Yeah, I heard that too, Toya. She said the difference between it being a civil case and a criminal case is you having to have multiple people. The number of people that you have constitute if it's civil versus criminal. I'm tired of her talking about civil. Call Me Darling said November 7th, 2024.
That's when the next
down.
it goes. Okay.
So
that's when it go. That's when it go down. I can't wait.
Neither can I. I'm tired of her talking about it.
I'm tired of her talking about it. I'm glad that Miss Shirley Strawberry has gone on with her life. Yes. She went to go do early voting here in Georgia.
Look great. Y'all get out and vote.
Y'all get out and vote. Just vote. Like Miss Shirley said, just vote.
Mm-hmm.
I was glad to see Miss Shirley. I hope she's gone on with her life and, you know, she's got rid of that piece of trash. Because that was some trash. Nesto a piece of trash.
He is.
He really is.
He is. And I'm tired of this silver shit. Stop saying everything silver. I'm just tired. I'm tired of hearing it. I'm over.
Sonya is the woman that's pumping him up to make him think that he's more than what he really is. Even locked up, he think he all that.
You think he a king?
Yes.
He a premier man, even locked up. I don't know what
I'm not drinking that water. I'm not eating that. Well, ninja, what you gonna drink? You locked up.
Swallow your spit. Hell, swallow your spit, ninja, if you think you so much better to drink that water. How about that? That what you do. That's what your ass do.
I think somebody gonna bring him some Fiji water.
No, he probably like alkaline or spring water in a glass bottle. He probably like that mountain spring, yeah. He probably like that mountain spring water in a glass water. That's that top tier water. Y'all know y'all supposed to drink y'all water in a glass, not in a plastic bottle, because the plastic residue, the particles from the plastic get in your water when when you're consuming it in a plastic bottle. You're supposed to drink it in a glass bottle. Yeah.
Yeah, y'all. So we have taken Miss Shirley Strawberry off the list of lessons in love.
For now. We'll see what comes out in the trial.
You think so?
I think he gonna throw her under the bus. He gonna throw some shade.
Samantha.
I think so.
I want it to be over for her.
So
I think
TBD.
She's been through enough.
She has, but we're gonna see what he say in this trial. We're gonna see how dirty he willing to play, how desperate he is. Because he said on the call, he said it's either gonna be one outcome or another. I'm gonna be free or I'm gonna be unalive. That's it. Basically saying he ain't doing no prison time. He either gonna be free or he gonna be unalive.
Y'all heard it when he said
He said he too old to be on that chain gang. He said that was he did the chain gang when he was younger. That show you how old and country he is.
Mm-hmm.
But he said he can't do no chain gang now.
But that's where I go down in South Georgia, the chain gang.
Yeah. So he either gonna be unalive or he gonna be free. But it's gonna be one or the other. He ain't doing no prison time.
Natasha told me Shirley a scammer. Just like
Natasha ain't letting up.
Not a whole scammer.
She said Shirley a scammer just like Nesto. Lord.
Well, they have been saying Shirley was in Shirley. Shirley knew. Them folk knew. I just wanted to be over with for Shirley. Shirley is she's 70.
Mm-hmm.
And just, I don't know. I just wanted to be over with for.
Yeah, Cass said, what about when he asked Sonya was she ready to see the mountaintop? He was trying to take her with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, she planning their life. You know, she gonna work remotely. They gonna
be in the RV.
Be on the beach, kicking it in the RV, just living their life. She said, we're gonna live a low-key lifestyle. We're not gonna be on red carpet, celebrity, who's who, luxury. We living a simple life. We living a simple life.
That July 2023 call, they really was
She was planning their life together.
Together.
He said he even put
and
her,
he was still married.
Yeah, he said he even put her as his emergency contact for
I
the public
put you down.
defender.
He said, I put you down.
Yeah.
I put your name down.
Yeah.
And still had a wife.
Mm-hmm. Still had obligations. Had to have that backup plan.
That's why you don't get these men your all. Now, me too was on the list of lessons in love, but I've been removed from the list.
Okay.
I'm removed from the list.
We're going to remove you from the list. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah. Mama, if y'all want to know her story time, check out her channel if y'all want the tea on what her experience was like. It's Fee. The link to my beautiful mother, Fifi's channel, is down in this description box. You can also find the link to her channel in our community tab. Remember, guys, there is no Sam, Nicole, and Fifi show this Saturday. Fifi is going live on her page.
Go live on my channel.
Thank you guys so much for subscribing to her page. She can go live now. So Saturday, y'all go over to her page. She is going live. Y'all kick it there with her. I got to go see a man about a horse. I'm going to be busy. She going live. Y'all support her.
She not gonna be here.
Yeah.
So don't come on my live talking about where's Sammy. She ain't here.
Go subscribe to her channel now. The link to her channel is in the description box.
Gen X turn up.
The link to her channel is in our community tab. So for everybody who wanted her to go live by herself, you getting your wish. She is going live by herself this Saturday.
Turn up.
All right. Let me see. Butterfly Empress said Sonya is delusional. The red carpet with who? She said he was on the horse.
Saying something about a horse.
I told y'all. For all intents purposes, I ain't got nobody. That's just what I want y'all to think. I ain't got nobody. All she do is go on live with her mama. Toy said, Sanders RN23. Toy said, Sammy, don't try to talk fast. That part, we heard it. I love y'all.
I love our people.
What time are you going live?
I'm gonna crank it up about 7:38.
About 7:38 Eastern Standard
In
Time.
between 7:30 and 8, we gonna turn up.
Y'all, the link to her channel is in the description box. The link to her channel is our community tab. Subscribe now so you can get a notification, y'all. This Saturday, 7:30, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Y'all know how we do. That is hilarious. Sanders said, a horse? Who this man? Girl. All right. But no, y'all. Let me see. But yes, Butterfly Empress. Sonya was talking about Nesto being on the red carpet with Shirley. Because, you know, she was always insecure about his lifestyle with Shirley. Let me see. Calm down and said, Sonya don't be knowing anything he's talking about. Nesto don't want to live that BS life she talking about. Yeah, that ain't his style. He wants luxury. Sanders RN23 said, don't change the subject. We need to know more about the horse and the man. I know that's right. All right, y'all. So that's all we got. We ain't got no more. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you just joined the live later, please go back and watch the replay. The interview between Towanda, Braxton, and her fiance Sean Hall with the reality TV king, Carlos King. The link to that interview is in our community tab so you can have more context about what we were talking about. If you haven't already, please get your Sam, Nicole, and Fifi merch. Please make sure you follow us and like us on all social media platforms.
Oh, you did.
X,
Okay.
Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Please share our live. Please subscribe to our channel if you've been watching in the background. We appreciate it, watching in the bushes. Shout out to V Lenore. V Lenore came through the live and chit-chatted with us. She spilled some tea for those of you all who came in late. In reference to Towanda Braxton, she shared that Towanda Braxton's ex, the one that don't take care of the 2 kids that she was married to, he did a live with Tracy's husband, Kevin Sr. So we got to check out that live and come back and talk about that at a later date because we know that's going to be messy. But we love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Shout outs again to our new subscribers.
Yes.
We appreciate y'all. Shout outs to our tribe. It's getting to the point, y'all, where people are talking slick in our comments and we don't even have to clap back anymore.
Because I trap. Y'all get them before we get them.
So we appreciate y'all.
We do.
It was one person that said something slick. I clicked on the Abby. I saw that Ronald McDonald synthetic wig and I said, I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to leave it alone. Because that would just be too easy and too lazy of a read. I don't know who watching our channel. It could be a big wig watching our channel that might want to work with us. And I don't want to get out of character, read her filth, and then turn them off. So I said, I'm going to let that synthetic Ronald McDonald wig leave. I'm going to live. And I'm going to vibrate at a higher level. I'm going to vibrate at a higher level. I'm going to be the bigger person. And I'm not going to go back and forth.
And somebody got her.
And somebody got her. I think it was Richard something. Shout out to you, Richard. I'm going to leave it alone. I'm vibrating at a higher level. That was a test. And I could have went back with her, but I'm not going to do it. God is good. That's what come along with YouTube. When you get a lot of traction and views, people like to come after you and say nasty things. But we're going to keep it classy. We're going to keep it professional. We're going to have fun, have a kiki. Because like our good sis Bridget said,
all about,
we don't know these people. We
just having a good kiki.
At the kitchen table having fun.
Sitting down with our good people, having fun.
We don't mean no harm, but we ain't no punks either.
No, we not.
Not by a long shot. So just
and
keep
we
it
don't
cute.
bother
We don't want no smoke, but we ain't finna back down from it either. But we don't want no problems. We don't want no problems.
So our tribe, they looking out for us.
Yeah.
We appreciate you all.
Yeah.
We appreciate you all.
Yeah. That young lady struggling through enough. She don't need me.
Girl, take us.
Bye, y'all. We love y'all. Have a great night. Remember, Fifi is going live on her channel.
Turn up.
Link in the description box. Link in our community tab. We love y'all. Have a blessed night. She gonna see y'all Saturday. Love y'all. Bye.